Hello there, goobers. I have another piece of the personal collection video series that we're doing here. And yet again, we have another non-exciting, pretty generic binder, but it does the job. And I will admit that this is probably my weakest binder, and it is my Gen 2 binder. I am sorry that things are kind of just cut off. This is as high as my mount, my clamp can go kind of thing. So I'm still trying to show everything, but it might be a little hard, but we're gonna try and make it work kind of thing. But yeah, as a kid, I wasn't the biggest fan of Gen 2 for some reason. When the Gen 2 games came out, I thought it was supposed to be like the Orange Island League because of the anime. I wasn't too versed in, all of it and whatnot. But the weird part is I have a lot of nostalgia for the cards and designs. Like, I have a lot of nostalgia, period, but I have a lot of memories about these cards, so it's a little weird that I wasn't super big into it, but I mean, it's still a pretty healthy stack. But unfortunately, I did sell off some of my cards, especially like the really expensive Skyridge cards at the start of the pandemic. So, I do have to acquire them back here and there, but without further ado, we will start it off obviously with Neo Genesis. Got the full page here. We almost got this completed. I know there's like a few hollows left, but I'll do the same thing as the last one where I'll point out some of the big cards. Right here we do have a first edition Neo Genesis Lugia. My friend who was getting out of Pokemon and whatnot did give it to me. It is in rough shape, I will admit that. Over there's definitely like some gunk and whatnot. And it's not, it's not the best condition, but he did give it to me, so it does have a soft spot in my heart. And again, it's a first edition Lugia, like you can't really go too terribly wrong with that. I think one of my newest buys is actually this first edition Pichu, which I thought looked pretty gosh darn good. Let me raise that up for y'all. Definitely the good old-fashioned WotC print line. Obviously there's some scratches here, but that's definitely just a print line. And the back looked very, very, very good. So I don't got too many first edition Gen 2 cards, especially of the hollows, but I do get what I can take. We got the Cleffa Magby kind of thing, but nothing super crazy. That Typhlosion I got for, I think, pretty cheap. I think it was like $60, and I think that's a pretty good condition card. But through the non-hollows, uncommons, and commons we go. Nothing super crazy. I do remember that getting this Togepi was actually pretty hard for me, along with the Piloswine. Just finding those was a little bit of a struggle. Even Fanfi was pretty obnoxious for me, but again, we got first edition scattered out here and there, both Quillawas, a Cyndaquil, Chikorita kind of thing. But overall, nothing super crazy. Got some more first editions there and there. So it's not too in the shuffle, but nothing super crazy. We got first edition Mary and whatnot. Yeah, nothing super crazy. We do got the best series, Professor Elm. I decided to put there instead of its own page because it's the only one I got. When I do get more like the Electabuzz, Hitmonchan, stuff like that, they'll get in their own page. But for now, you do be living there. And then just a few ending cards, got some first edition Moo Moo Milk, Pokemon March, the Energies, Recycle Energy. And then on to Neo Discovery. So I think when I was talking about my sealed and graded cards, I think I was trying to determine where Neo Rev and Discovery fit. So I think I actually called it right. But yeah, pages are unfortunately pretty empty here. But I do got two Poliwraths, and the reason why is the one that's actually on top, actually the hollow scratch error there. Nothing like super crazy, but I do think it's pretty notable. Do got a nice swirl right by Poliwrath's fist there. Again, just more emptiness. We're trying here. We're trying, but I guess like Gen 1 and Gen 3 do kind of take priority in my like buying list, but if I do find something nice, I do get it, like this Houndour. When I was cleaning out a card shop, and I say cleaning out where I was like, I looked through their vintage bulk and whatnot, and everything was like a quarter. This card was a quarter that was in there. I got that, so that's kind of nice. First edition non-hollow Kabu tops there. I did get an Umbreon. I think that was pretty cheap. I think I got that for like $9 or $10. I think it's worth like 15 to 17 last time I checked. There might be prices. I don't know if I'm actually going to edit this or not. I know that like the last 2 videos I didn't really edit, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes from there. But just more uncommons and commons and things like that. And then we got few first edition like trainers, pretty much. Neo Rev, yet another fairly empty page, I would say, but I do got some heavy hitters. I think the Ampharos that was featured in a video a while back, pretty good condition. We actually got quite a few of these Jump Plus because I see the prices. I think they go for like 15 to 20, and I keep on nabbing them for like way cheaper than that. So I got a few of these in bulk. And then yeah, we got the Raikou and the Suicune, and actually I can pull those out just to get a look at them. The Raikou is from my childhood collection. It has, you know, some scratches, and we definitely saw that whitening up there, but nothing super crazy there. We can check out the Suicune. This one I got for my birthday, and I thought it looked pretty clean. Yeah, got a little white dot up there, but I think overall pretty nice. And I don't know what happened on like TCG Player and the prices and whatnot, but this card has gone up a lot in price. I assume it's wrong. I think the Unlimited is like worth more in first edition. I don't understand like what's happening there, but more just non-hollow rares, the uncommons and commons and things like that. Not too many first editions, but they pop up occasionally. Nothing super crazy. I believe this set was the first one to introduce Shining, so we do got one of them. Okay, yeah. Shining Gyarados and Shining Magikarp. I do got the Gyarados. It is unlimited, but still a goodie nonetheless. Flash that in the light for you. Back doesn't look too terribly bad. Could definitely be in better condition, but not too shabby. And then Neo Destiny. Oh boy, very expensive set, and as you can tell, I don't really have too many. We got that Dark Ampharos, I think pretty cheap. I think that was like 25. I think that was like a $50 card or something like that. But enough, I actually do have duplicates of both the T-Tar and Typhlosion there. And in the what was it? The sealed product and graded cards, we do have first edition one graded 7.5 of the Dark Ursaring. And then Dark Arios first edition, but yeah, it's still pretty sporadic what we do and don't have. Again, very expensive set. There's also the last set of first editions, so that'll probably be annoying to try to master set it if I ever want to, but yeah. And we do got 2 of the heavy hitters from this set. We do get the Shining Tyranitar and Shining Noctowl, and I will show both of those off. We'll start with the Noctowl. Not too much to see there. That's the normal, you know, kind of pattern, but big ol' white dot up there. And then the rest looks fine enough. Looks fine. I think the T-Tar fares a good bit better, if I remember correctly. So there's the front for you. All this glory. Then let's check out that back. That definitely looks better. Got a decent white dot there and whatnot, but got a decent chunk there, but you know, not too shabby. Not too shabby for some childhood stuff. And then the infamous Legendary Collection. There's even less in here because Lord knows this set's also expensive, especially with these reverse rares, which are probably some of the best reverses that you could ask for, but non-hollow Dark Raichu, hollow Dark Slowbro. We do got a hollow Flareon there. We do got reverses for both the Beedrill and Butterfree. Let's pull up the Butterfree just because they did make the Butterfree a rare in this version, but look at that. Can't even read it. That's how crazy it is, but good looking card. Let's check out the back. Hey, not too shabby, actually. Looks pretty good. And let's see if I can zoom in on the rarity there. It's a little hard, but it should definitely be a rare. Yep. So, yeah, these reverse foils, they're like, all of them are pretty gosh darn expensive, and they look pretty good. Got Nidoqueen reverse rare over there, and again, just copious amounts of missing cards there. Slow and Steady wins the race. Got Graveler reverse rare. Nothing too crazy over here. Tauros, if that was just one over for the Snorlax, that'd probably be a fortune. Drowsy, Execute, and I think this is the original error Execute, where the foil goes over the energy. They didn't fix that yet. Unfortunately, this one's in rough condition. You can see like a crease down here, so, but it wasn't too expensive, but I guess it is damaged, so a little worthless to me, but we still got it. Also, my music just like stopped playing. There we go. I have no idea what happened to my music. And we'll just keep on scooting on over. We do got a decent amount of reverse foiled trainers, but nothing super crazy. And then we move into Expedition, the first of the E series stuff. We do got a decent amount of like reverse foils. Even though I don't think it's preferable to have, you know, these as reverse foils because they're supposed to be hollow, so they're actually worthless. But do got Fabled hollow right there. More reverses up here, but we do got the hollow Gengar, which is a pretty big score if I do say so myself. Does got a swirl over there. I don't think the scratches are actually too bad. I think the back is pretty alright. Pretty alright there, so we got a decent hit there for sure. For sure. And then another fairly empty page. We do got a hollow Poliwrath over here and reverse hollow Ninetales. I remember pulling that as a kid. Still very vividly in my brain. Pretty sure we actually have both Venusaurs here, the reverse and the holographic. Yes. Yes, we do. The reason why I put the reverse is because I'm dumb, I guess. I don't know why, but we do that. And I'm still putting it back there like that. Do we have both of the T-Tar? No, that's just a reverse T-Tar. Okay. We do got the reverse. We got both reverse Blastoise, which is kind of odd, but I think this one's probably worth a little bit more just because this is the non-hollow version of the Blastoise, but in reverse hollow. The wording's weird, but it is there. We even got the non-hollow Gengar, so apparently we got pretty lucky as a kid there pulling that stuff. And then, yeah, nothing too crazy. We do got some decent reverses. The Crocodile's probably a decent reverse here. Probably even the Kadabra, decent reverse. I know this Bulbasaur is like, you know, $10-ish, something like that. Charmander, good reverse to get. Definitely a good reverse. The Cyndaquil is also probably a good reverse. But yeah, still a lot of empty pages, you know, finding cards from this era. Definitely not the easiest thing to do. Definitely not. Like, look at that, just all missing from this page. But we got a reverse hollow Squirtle. Pretty sure that's actually a pretty pricey one if it's in good condition. I think it'd be like upwards of like $70 or something like that. Again, if I do any editing, I'll probably put the price on screen, but here comes the trainers. This Weeping Bell, kind of wild looking. Like, whoa. And then we move on to Aquapolis. Yet again, unfortunately, nothing too fancy here. A lot of non-hollow rares. We do got hollow Jumpluff. Kind of nice. It's probably one of the least valuable hollows, but it is there. And it's probably off because, you know, I don't know if it started with Aquapolis or if it was Expedition, but I can pull it out. Actually, I'll pull up this Blissey too to show it. So like the Blissey's number says like 6 of like 147, but if it's a hollow, it'll actually say H and its number to signify it's a hollow instead of a non-hollow. So I think there's actually supposed to be like different sections where like the H's come first and then the non-hollows. If I had a non-hollow jump off, I'd probably just put it behind it for space sake, but nothing too noteworthy over here. Do got a reverse hollow Quagsire, hallelujah, for Holly. And this is like the set that even the commons and uncommons start to become, a little bit pricey. They're not just, 5-10 cents. They can range upwards of a few dollars. Like I feel like this Voltorb, I may have paid like $5 or something like that. And yeah, it's a reverse, but it's starting to get up there in price. But the art is just like super nice on a lot of these older cards, like this Niran Mail. Great. This Paris looking just like an actual blob. The Psyduck, that is the happiest Psyduck. I feel like I was actually trying to buy that one maybe as a reverse, and it was like $20, I think. Have to re-look into that, but that art looks very familiar. And nothing crazy over here. I know some of the trainers can get pretty pricey. I think Oracle is one of them that can get pretty pricey, but and then the infamous Skyridge set, probably the set that have the least amount of cards, and like look all this empty space. I don't think I have any hollows. Do get the reverse hollow Yugong. Got it for my birthday, but it's just like, at least we got Gyarados, good hit, Gengar, good hit. But look at this whole front of this page has nothing. It's only 4 backs. And like I actually used to have the hollow Steelix, the H like 32 or whatever it was, when I took it to my card shop. Since there was like no recent sales, they actually had no idea what to offer me, and they just gave me 200 cash. Or at the peak of the pandemic. That was pretty nice. We got some uncommons still worth some money, like this Ditto. I think I paid like 17 for the Ditto. Kind of crazy. Or uncommon. This Golbat, I think the reverse goes for like $20, $25, $30. Like, I think just the Golbat itself could go for $10-ish. That's how the uncommons and commons in this set are, just because it only had like one print run. Very short. Very, very, very short. But yep, just unfortunately a lot of empty space, but at least there's something to show for, Unfortunately, no crystal cards from either Expedition, Quapolis, or did Expedition have it? Can't remember if Expedition had. I thought the 3 e-reader sets did, but none of those, unfortunately. And then to end things off, it's just the Black Star promos that came out during Gen 2. In the sealed stuff, I do have sealed Mew, thankfully. I thought I had Entei. I don't know what happened to Entei. But we do have a sealed Entei. And then Unknown J, Pokemon Tower. This took like 4 months to get here. I definitely thought this got lost in the mail. Actually, I messaged the seller to say it was lost in the mail, but I guess it was so cheap. Didn't even ask for like a refund or anything like that. And then the Rapidash and Ho-Oh from the North American Pokemon Center release, even though it doesn't actually say it. Doesn't say like the Pokemon Center. I can't remember if these are the more sought after ones, the ones without the logos. I thought these were, but I couldn't remember. I think my friend actually has a sealed pair of these. I think these may have come from like a magazine insert or something like that, but I should actually try to buy that off from the sealed one. But there you have it, ladies and germs. This is the Gen 2 collection. I guess I can make one small note, is this reverse hollow Hyper Potion. The local game store up here in Michigan that I frequent a lot up here actually has this for like $75. So I don't know if it's actually worth that, but that is like the only one I've seen. So yeah, I know, again, as the sets in Gen 2 go later and later, things start to become more and more scarce and empty. I'm trying, but Gen 1 and Gen 3 are the priorities. But Gen 1, I'm starting to be relatively close to just being done with at least a complete set, not a master set, but a complete set where I can kind of just move on to more Gen 2 and Gen 3 stuff. But If anything tickled your fancy in here, want to talk about your collection, my collection, you know, how they fare, how they look, you know, leave it in the comments. Because the first video of Gen 1 did pretty good. Actually, way better than I thought, so hoping the rest of the personal collection videos do equally as well. I'd like to try to get in more contact with, you know, some people in the hobby. But, yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I appreciate y'all watching, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. I'm gonna try to, you know, spread this out a little bit because I do got a few collection videos kind of just out there and whatnot. So I don't want to just dump all of this on you because I know these videos are a little bit longer. But without further ado, I hope y'all have a lovely, lovely rest of your day, and hopefully I will see you in the next video.